Right, we're going
Drop a
live.
bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KT's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Ooh, look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless.
Not too, look at that.
None can compare with the KG done. Better take cover when he drops that. Going on reckless, just it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb.
Who are you on? Your club!
I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Hello and welcome to the Reckless Roundtable. Normally, this show today would have been about the game and the tactics and the manager and how the fans feel. And we can still kind of discuss that. But we're going to go straight. No, I wanted that to be there. Yo. I hope you guys are liking on your way in. Straight off the bat. It's necessary. Uh-oh. Watch 7 screen gaslighters even though he's late. What are you talking about? Right on time. My time is always the right time.
We've already grown him behind the scenes. Like, there's no point in even saying, "Oh, even though he's late." We've already done it. Already done it.
But let's jump in. Everyone must have seen the news today. It's the end of an era. As you can see, for the last time, I've donned my man behind me on my background, and then JJ has donned the new people in his background, right?
And this is our next
who we've been taken over by.
And this is our next manager.
Has gone straight for the killer.
That's my next manager. That's my next manager,
right? And he's put out his next manager behind his head. So there you go. We already started the way. But yeah, anyway, for the last time for me, it's Ruben's face. I should have really put a new picture of him smiling this morning after he's got his paycheck. So
he had a big old smile as well. Didn't you see him?
I'll come back to that. Quite simply, sacked. Which I also find quite interesting here, because normally they say we've part ways. No, this one, they wanted you to know they sacked him. Plus, they wanted you to know the title that he had that when he got sacked. Head coach, not manager, which was all part of the interview that caused the end of the line. Because I don't want to be that guy. I've already had my own show. Hope you caught it. End-to-end football podcast. Go check it out. Right. So I've already talked for about an hour on this. Literally, it was me talking for most of that. So I'm gonna let you guys let us know your feelings. And I'm just thinking 6 people here. I'm assuming Riri's the only one that's in the middle. Everyone else is kind of happy. I'm assuming.
Hold on, Riri, you're on the fence.
No, Riri's probably just like me. It's just balanced. It's not really a fence thing. It's just.
I'm happy about one thing. On the other hand, I'm not. So I've got my native hat on because I am happy that he's got.
That looks like a celebration hat, bro.
At the same time, it's like, like there's the problems are huge at this club. And I've been going on about it for a long time. So yeah, it's bittersweet.
All right. Well, because we got quite a few people, I'm gonna try and keep it 2 to 3 minutes each person. So Hawkin, go ahead, you start. Yeah. How do you feel about this news? Did you celebrate? Did you jump up and punch the air? What was it like for you?
I just came off a work call, and then I saw it. I flicked on Sky Sports News. No, I checked my phone and I saw it. I was like, oh, yes. And it was like, yeah, I was happy. Of course I was happy. Because for me, I feel like one of the biggest crimes he committed, well, there's many, many crimes, but one of the biggest crimes, like Mourinho did that heritage.
Yeah.
For me, his equivalent was what he did with the youth. I feel like that was so cowardly in that he just threw the most vulnerable under the bus when you're supposed to be fronting up and protecting everybody and being the face of the team. So I just feel like I don't have much respect for him professionally from what I've seen. And I was delighted he's gone. I just think he's not giving us anything. Nothing. Ten Hag gave me something. Solskjaer gave me some moments and a period. Moyes didn't give me anything either. But at least it was recent to Ferguson. Each manager gave me something. Mourinho, I didn't enjoy his tenure, but there were a couple of trophies there. I fell asleep for a lot of Van Gaal matches, but he won an FA Cup. You understand? Everybody gave us something. This guy gave us zero. And beyond him being so bad, what baffled me was people's reaction to it and the mental gymnastics people were doing in lying to themselves to try and convince themselves and or others that this is acceptable. So to me, this whole experiment almost was like a demonstration of a sociological experiment almost in terms of how, I don't even know what the thesis will be called or whatever, but it was just so weird in seeing how a mass of people are influenced by such superficial things and the lengths they will go to defy reality to prove themselves correct. I just think it was mind-boggling. I got very bored of talking about it. It's like screaming into an echo chamber. But interestingly and tellingly, and why I say this is like bittersweet is because the ownership, Glazers are still there, people. Let's not forget that, because I think everybody's just missed all that. But they didn't sack him based on results and things like that. I've spoken about everybody prioritizing their egos. The ownership prioritizing, the boards prioritizing their ego, him prioritizing his ego, and ultimately their ego being bruised by whatever happened is why he got sacked. And that's
a problem, isn't it?
That's bad for us.
Sorry, let me just share this super chat real quick.
Can I respond to it?
Why does Ab still have an AMORIM background? It's fans like him that are the problem. Ineos are retards. Jan Ashworth was right all the time.
Can I respond to it?
That's why you got to be early to the stream, you know. That's why
Hey, Abs, let me respond to the guy. Let me respond to the guy. Amanor, shut the fuck up and eat your fucking Marmite, bruv.
You know what? The first part, leave the first part. Where's your Marmite, bro? And don't run to UV and beg Fred, Flex and Owen
and Wajid as well. Man, be begging Wajid.
Yeah, don't be doing that. Come and be a man, right? See, I can take this. I can take your words. You come and be a man and eat your Marmite, bro. All right. Anyway, let's move away from him. And since Uncle Jim tried to throw me under the bus, you're next. You tell me.
I won't even talk about you. I was talking about him because you explained why. Well, actually, you explained why very early on.
He gave the context in the beginning of the stream.
All right. And that's what I'm saying. A man's got to be early. Like, listen, my phone told me, well, boy, shout out the green screen. My phone told me when we were live, even though I'm here. If you were live, you would have known. But anyway, never mind them. So, can someone remind me when AMORIM was hired?
November.
Thank you.
It's November, yeah.
So
November last year.
Beginning of November.
Thank you. So November, obviously, it's a dark time. It's a colder time depending on the country you're in, and it was a dark time for United fans anyway. Like we just overseen our board lie to us once again. Our board lied to our manager, which so many of us weren't a fan of in Eric Ten Lucifer. And what I don't like is that we saw that and then see something so crazy happen where they got rid of him, 2 or 3 months in.
No. You're not going to skip on.
No, let him skip, bro.
Not the laugh.
Because
There's too many people.
revisit that,
Let him finish. There's too many people.
Continue. That name.
That was so smooth.
So you don't like me saying few names anymore.
Continue.
It just caught me off guard, didn't it? I was like, whoa, what?
Delivery, bro. It's all in the delivery.
I understand, but I want to say his full name. That's it. Just his real full name. You know what I'm saying? You know. Also known as.
Sorry, continue. I'll pause the time. Continue.
Son of the morning. You know what I mean? But anyway, so once that's happened, we saw Ruben come. Well, we saw him get sacked, and then we saw a whole lot of talk. It was between Gareth Southgate. There was a couple others, but Gareth Southgate, which so many of us were against, naturally, and Ruben Amorim, who's done so well for Sporting, whose name was actually being linked with being a successor to Guardiola. And I was absolutely looking forward to it. I never really cared about the 3-4-3. I thought, you know what, you're going to bring your own philosophy and things are going to happen. Cool, no problem. We are 11 months past now. Sorry, 13 months past. My maths is terrible. And I genuinely have nothing to say on that reign, except, he wore a couple bad boy coats. There's a couple memes where, he's pulling up, he's got the shades on. I'm like, yeah, I need to use that meme a couple times, a couple of my group chats. But in terms of games, I have nothing to say. I agree with Holkin when he said all the other managers, bar Moyes, gave me something. You know what I'm saying? I hate Mourinho's reign, but, in hindsight, it's the best reign that we've had. Him saying that I got to second, and that is the best thing I've ever done in my career. We're all looking at that now like, brah, you ain't even lying. Van Gaal got sacked and still said, right, let me give you a little something before I go. The same man that I said that's dwelling in the pits of hell right now, he said, let me give you 2 cups. What has he done? He lost to Tottenham. He gave Tottenham a cup. Tottenham. The same man who famously said, lads, it's Tottenham, belongs to our club. And he gave them their first cup in 40, 50 years or whatever.
More.
There you go. I'm genuinely.
That was their first European Cup.
Bro,
it was 2002. It was 2002 when they won the Carabao.
No, 2008.
Bro, people allowed it, bro. People said it's calm. It doesn't matter. Like that.
Oh, yeah, we take the point.
Who's saying it's calm?
At the time, people said it was calm. We don't need Champions League.
You can't.
Everyone, basically, I'll give you your time back just to interrupt, because I know I am one of those people. I dealt with the trauma of the night. I said, you know what? Let him get the extra time to build this team. I'm very good at dealing with trauma. Yeah. See, I've been depressed before. You have to look at any good positive thing in the darkness, and that's what I do.
Yeah, I actually say it's always darkest before the dawn. Where's the dawn?
Hey, the dawn ain't coming, bro.
Where's the dawn?
We in nightmares, bro. We still in nightmares.
You know how annoying it is.
There was no lights.
Listen, every single one of my Arsenal fans, I've never heard them so loud. My Arsenal brethren, I've never heard them so loud. I see man calling me up when they win. Not even when we've lost, when they win. They say, so Ross, what are you doing this weekend? Why are you calling me for? You weren't on this before, but now all of a sudden you want to invite me to raves. You want to come and say, oh, Rod, you want a free ticket? No, I don't want no free ticket. Free ticket for what? What, so you can chat? Listen, and you know what? As I said, I say all that to say that Amorim owes me £27. There's no reason. He just owes me £27. That's
I hear it, bro. I lost 70.
He just does.
I lost 70, bro. Like, I hear you.
I've backed a lot of liquor watching these dead matches.
That's a fair point.
Yeah. He owes me £27.
I don't think Amorim can cover my own liquor tab at this point.
If I gave him the full tab, he's not paying it, bro, because it's too high.
Bro, money was lost last season on his head, and I just knew I can never back that rubbish.
You know.
All right, hold on. Let's try and keep the order. Thank you very much, Jim. Pav, let's go with you because if I go 3 black men, I'm gonna say brown hate in the comments. So Pav, let's go with you first.
All right. So as the tribal chief would say, Ruben AMORIM out the building and Fletcher and Sons in the building. Yeah. As one Jeet Singh would say. So yeah, we move, innit? But yeah, that guy had it coming, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I saw that X come up on my screen this morning. I was watching United View. A couple of people put it in the chat. I thought they were trolling. I just see, you know, the Ornstein dagger. Mate, I was relieved, bro. I was relieved. I knew it was coming. I just didn't think it was happening today.
Okay.
Maybe towards the end of the week or next week. But nah, that guy had it coming, and he deserves it. I'm not gonna sit here and feel sorry for him, like other people have been doing all day long. Have you seen the pictures of this man strolling about the streets, bare happy and that? Bare happy, left the building, bare happy with his coaching staff, yeah, giggling, jiggling, cracking jokes.
Hold on a second. I haven't seen that video. I did
9.5 9.5 million pounds in his back pocket. Yeah. His appointment has cost us 25 mil, about 8 mil paid to Sporting, 8 mil paid in wages already, and we're paying him around 9.5 mil to fuck off back to Portugal, basically. So yeah, that was some money well spent there by the ownership. So big up them. Yeah, I'm just glad he's gone because brother, it's been shit, bro. And I've been manager out since January last year. It took me less than 3 months to know that this guy's football was shit. Yeah, 3 at the back. I never want to see that shit at this club again. Never. Yeah, Glasner, all these people creaming for Glasner, you can fuck off as well, bro. I think I want to see that 3 at the back. I don't care how good he's playing at Crystal Palace. I do not want to see at this club. I'm done. I'm done with that formation, bro. I'm just glad he's gone. Yeah, hopefully these players they get a bit of fresh air that they need away from this man. And I don't know what our 2 games are. To be fair, our next 2 games, I think one of them is Burnley, and I don't know who the other one is. So hopefully Fletcher can, I don't know, do something until these scrubs decide what they want to do next for the remainder of the season. But something had to change. It should have been done earlier, bro. Around October, November. Yeah, ideally should have been gone after that Europa League final. But yeah, Ineos, innit? It is what it is. They ain't got a fucking clue what they're doing.
This is where I'm going to jump in a little bit. I am only annoyed about the timing of his sacking. If they had sacked him last season, fine. If they had sacked him after a couple of the bad results earlier this season, fine. If I knew that for 100% that they sacked him for footballing reasons, results or whatever, fine. I think what's annoying me is what it seems like they sacked him for, calling them.
He knew what he was doing. He knew he was getting the sack, so he did what he did in that presser or the post match because he knew that that was coming. So he done it because
I would even add that the availability of a coach that both of these guys have worked with, that Omar is apparently close to, also doesn't help the timing. And by the way, if you're thinking who that is, I'm talking about Enzo, right? All of these things put together is what's annoying me about this sacking. It's not actually.
How do people keep saying Enzo, bro? Like that's actually a reality. Like, come on.
Well, let's just look at convenience here. Let's just for convenience level there. Just humor me a little bit. The man gets sacked, and we get 2 of the most odd messaged interviews from AMORIM. Almost like he knew they've already spoken to him. Less than 24 hours, he's sacked.
Wow, but like, if he didn't,
is that just coincidence? You think that's just coincidence in this football?
Brother, we ain't doing Maresca, bro. We ain't going Maresca.
I think that United, the higher ups, looked at the Chelsea football overall and thought we could do some of that here. But to say, yeah, definitely now Enzo's free, we can go ahead and try and have a word. No, I don't know. I think it's a bit too.
I don't think their football's that amazing. Now, if I'm going to be honest, yeah, if people are debating their football debating it off of that World Cup, fucking Reece James and Cole Palmer carried them in that tournament.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. I don't think
it's
the
not
football's great.
best.
Don't be fooled. I'm not a fan of Maresca whatsoever. I don't think the football's great at all. However, I'm talking about the hierarchy's point of view. For them to think, oh, yeah, well, maybe we can do something now. Because I think this is the first time that we've gotten rid of a manager and it's completely unclear who's going to be next up.
I think it's going to be Glasner.
But you
All
can
right,
also make that
let's,
argument.
But that's our least of our worries, yeah, because Fabrizio and fucking Ollie, bro, fucking hell.
Hey,
When I saw that Ollie
you see,
report,
you see, bro, I was checking for how much Dan James costs on transfer market, bro. We might have
You
to
see
run
that
it-
criminal there who
run
was
it
fucking
back.
begging for it since the morning, yeah? Yeah, you, JJ, yeah? You fucking brought the shit into the universe,
He's
man.
at
I
the
blame you.
wheel, bro. Nah, bring it back, bro. Bring it back. The nostalgia will be palpable, bro.
All
Just
right,
imagine
JJ,
another
let's
14
get your
games.
view on this sacking for me, please.
I mean, you said some of us are happy. My question is, what is there to be happy about? You know, it's like a man who finally divorced the wife that has been cheating on him for about 10 years and they got 3 kids together. What's there to be happy? You still got to deal with the key.
That sounds a bit mad, but okay.
Sounds like you got experience.
That's how bad the
JJ.
situation is. Hold up. That's how bad the situation is. We still got to deal with the mess, right? Yeah, she's gone. Amorim is no longer here. We get that on every metric possible. It deserves to be served. And that's not just today. Like Pav was saying, that was last season too late. If you go into a final as a Manchester United head coach or manager, whatever it is that you called yourself, you go into an European final and you say, you know what, it doesn't matter. What do you expect for your players to do? And then you still have the right and audacity to keep your job as a Manchester United manager? Hell no. Hell no. And so, hey, good radiance to him. And, you know, I was saying after we saw the press conference yesterday in the group chat, I looked at that, you know, I believe so much in patterns, right? Patterns. That's the way I live my life. I look at the pattern. This man saw the pattern. He called the Premier coaching hotline. Hey, how do I get sacked? Hey, yeah, we just released the Enzo Maresca package. Follow that pattern. He knew what he was doing. He wanted to get sacked. He knows that if he speaks out, he gets to leave, and that's what happened. So, hey, and we're gonna talk about the incompetent owners that we have in charge, you know, in a minute and stuff like that. But on Amorim and Amorim alone, it should have been gone. I you know, don't let me say I'm not gonna pray against his downfall or anything. But if he gets any top level job from here, you know on what, man. So hey, thank God that he's gone.
He definitely won't get in the UK. But
he left us
European countries will take him.
And to come back to what Alkin,
Nah, bro, he would definitely work in the UK.
To what Alkin and Uncle Jim said, at least you had the opportunity to leave us with a trophy, and he was like, "No, I'm good. I don't do the winning. I'm like, you know, you're allergic to trophies. That's the way you came across, and time and time over, you are calling for yourself to be sacked. Like you don't care if I get sacked. And I hope moving forward they can even all these bonus that they give people when they get sacked. If you are under a certain winning percentage, you shouldn't get shit. You know, like you know, honestly, that's the way they should be writing the clause to these contracts moving forward.
No one will accept the contract United if that happens.
I know nobody will, but you know, honestly,
let me quickly go through the next super stats. Amor, thank you very much. Chucking them in quickly. Pav, Glasner plays 4 at the back. Come on, man. He can mix it up, yes. But he will look at the team and see that the team was halfway or 60% of the way of being built for 4-3-4-3, and he will probably pick a 3-4-3. But hey, listen, I don't know. I only just know who the manager is. You don't have to listen to me. You can get him. I want him, but that's because I want to keep the same way of.
I don't even think he will play a 3-4-3.
I will. Let me go this one. Abs, do you trust Ineos to make the right appointment? No, I do not. And we'll talk about that later. But what I do want to say is top of my list to be hired are 3 people, and I want them to be hired. I want them to show their bravery and chest and come and manage United. Gary Neville, Paul Scholes, and Nicky Butt. I want you 3 to come and show us Man United DNA and come and manage this team and show us
the United way. Show us the United way.
Come and show us the United way. I've heard you talking for 10 years, but United way this. Every manager is not doing it the right way. You come and show us how it's done. So that's my only pick. I don't want a new manager. I don't want to potentially ruin someone else's career. I want these 3. I want these 3 to show us how it's done. That's just a toxic thing, I know, but yeah. Leave Scholes alone. No. Talks too much.
Leave Scholes alone.
Come outside, bro. Come and show us how it's done. With your 3 months of managing Oldham as well. Like I don't remember. Anyway.
I don't even know why.
Riri. You're up. How do you feel about the sacking?
10 managers in 12 years. Our co-owners are best in class, man. Prem proven. Definitely. For sure. Let's keep them here for another 20 years as owners. They're doing the job. Making it count.
I'm gonna pause my opinion on that until the next topic. I'm gonna talk about them.
Listen, man. Let's bring in, clean cut West Coast wearing, top hat wearing dandy to run the club.
You talking about Gareth?
Yeah, man, reform.
England's favorite.
I mean, the world is being
reform.
No, I'm for that. Yep, that's it. Got my vote.
Jim, I would have thought you would have given her more energy to that and clapped.
No, 100%. No, because I've already voted in it. So 100%. That's it. I want it even more now. That's it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Yes. Put that as the main thing. That's it. That's what I need.
So what is it? We're going from what Project 150 to what Reform 190 or something? Is that what we're doing?
Well, I want what JJ's got right there, mate. I want Man United DNA. I want Neville. I want Scholes. I want Nicky Butt. That's what I want. I don't care about any other manager. I want them 3 specifically.
You man are being tongue in cheek, yeah.
I'm genuinely. Remember 2 shows ago, I was getting angry with Gary Neville. Okay, we've got it. We've got where you want now. Come and show us how it's done. The challenge is up to them now. I'm going to put it everywhere.
By the way, before I'm finished, because I am not finished.
Yeah, of course. Go on.
You criminals in the chat, y'all came here for drama and came here to whatever. Hit the like button.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wrong.
157 viewing.
Listen, for every like you lot hit, KG grows a hair follicle, so keep it in it.
Yeah, man. Waj.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about the sacking, sir? It's actually going quite quick.
He shouldn't have been sacked if he got sacked based on his comments. If the reason he's been sacked is because of the press conference, then this management structure we have is even weaker than I thought. If you're gonna sack him, like people mentioned, you should have sacked him after Europa. You should have sacked him after Grimsby. You should have sacked him after the start we had this season. Sacking him after the press conference when he called you all out because you may or may not have promised him a transfer budget in January, and then for you to get called out the way you did, and then to sack him 24 hours later is weak. It's pathetic. And it is the same problems we've had with this management that some of us mentioned before they took ownership. So excuse me. Now, there were people this morning saying maybe the season's getting written off and stuff like that. No. The person that comes in, caretaker or not, Champions League football is still the target. Because well, technically, I think fifth place will be good enough.
Yeah.
So we're currently behind. We're currently behind on goal. We're currently behind on goal difference. Yes, we're 3 points away from 14th, but we're also, I think, 3 points away from Liverpool. 4 points away from Liverpool.
3 points away from Liverpool. 4 points away from 14.
Thank you. And so, I didn't like the guy. I thought he should be. I didn't want him here, but he was still on target to achieve what I set out this season, which was Champions League, regardless of anything. If you're gonna sack him based on some words, then everyone who, like the 1958, the 1862, the 2022 United stand, United view, United this, United assholes, whatever fucking group of wankers want to set a protest up now. Where the fuck's the protest?
Canny, you forgot Canny.
No, well, I can't be bothered anymore. I'll let everyone else deal with it. No, but like in August, when you guys got your transfers, and when you got the transfers, and the club have listened to what I said. It's bullshit. These fan groups, like the supporters trust and stuff like that, they're just as fucking bad. They've had the power then to make change, make voices, but they got their transfers, and they sat there happily like a bunch of fucking dickheads. Now you get what you wanted. There was a lot of people that said the Ineos structure is not the way. Maybe it's better the devil you do rather than the devil you don't. Right? Let's push for a full sale. But you racist, ignorant Brexit bastards, yeah, you got what you wanted. You got your English owner. This is what the fuck you get now, innit? So for all I care, Champions League football. That's all I give a shit. That's all I give a shit about.
Let me just slide tackle real quick because I actually want to press that as well. I remember when there was the whole talk. Even though I'm team Sheikh Jassim does not exist, I was absolutely all for the club being sold to a Saudi side, a Qatari side, Emirati side, whatever. The fact that so many people were like, no, we need to keep the heritage of the club and blah, blah, blah. That just screamed, get them out. I weren't feeling it, very much so. I weren't feeling it because I don't hear any American sides say anything like that in terms of NFL, NBA when there's something within that league. Oh no, hold on. Let me add that. I'm not saying overall, but when the team is winning, you don't hear that.
No, you do. Their thing is closed.
So all right. So with a club like, because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If with a club like oh my god, is it my NFL knowledge is very terrible. It's one that's the highest. That they're worth billions upon billions.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys. So if the Cowboys came through, if I'm right, they're not great at the actual ball, right?
They're rubbish. Yeah.
If the Dallas Cowboys came through with foreign investment, and the next thing you know, Super Bowl, they're the next 3 Super Bowls.
They're not being sold outside of. That's not happening.
Even with foreign investment, I don't mean just like being sold.
I'll use NFL as an example. But okay, your point.
All right.
That's so Uncle Jim, just quickly. That is the most expensive and lucrative sports franchise in the world. In any sport. It is worth the best part of 16.6 billion, and it's going and it is going.
Why?
And it is going,
if they're shit.
because of the
Why
because
we
of the
work so much?
Because of
Because
the
of-
history.
Oh,
because of
I
the
don't. I've never
history.
really watched NFL, so I just
Because of
didn't
the
know if they were like us.
history,
Because of the
history,
Same thing
brand,
like Manchester United.
It's us,
history,
it's us.
brand,
It's the
marketing,
brand.
and that's new stadium they've got is just a money making machine. So it's a bunch of
And to
shit.
make it clear, Pat, they are like Arsenal. They had their glory days, but
No,
lately,
they're like us.
They're like
Yeah,
Manchester
I was gonna say
United.
they're
They're
like
us.
I bet they are they. I bet they're not in debt like us, though, are they?
they're like us,
No,
but
they're
they're
not.
not.
Well,
That's true.
16.6 billion, probably.
That's
Clearly
the
not.
difference. In the NFL,
They're like us.
you'll
You're right.
never
Really.
allow a foreign owner to come in and do what's happened here. I even go as far as saying I would imagine even the American government would find a
Yeah,
way.
we
Well,
do
no,
need taking over
well,
here.
this is a totally different conversation because the buying process in the NFL and how it works
It's a
is
lot
totally
different.
different.
It's totally
Yeah.
different.
But
We
Yeah.
we'll
need
move,
taking
we'll
over.
move on
different.
from that. The thing I didn't like is that seeing that so heavily was ridiculous, especially considering most of the clubs in world football is pretty much a everything must go kind of thing. If your average club was getting bought by a bigger conglomerate in Qatar, sorry, they're gonna let it happen because they want to see some glory come their way. When City first got bought, I think it was a Thai conglomerate, and people were screaming and excited and everything else. But then obviously that went mad, and then they ended up getting sold to who they're being sold to, who their owners are now. You're not hearing that from the City fans. All the City fans are one is like, yeah, we want to be up there. And now they've won Prem after Prem. They've even won a Champions League and all these other things. They've got arguably the best manager in modern football. I don't want to say that, but this is what we're seeing. I hate that people are willing to say that, but when it comes to us, it has to be Britain for the British kind of thing. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that at all. I just wanted to say that. I know I'm kind of echoing what was said already, but you don't get what you deserve.
I agree with you. I agree, man.
I agree. I understand that.
I've finished my point. I think it's just Charles left to speak on the topic.
Yep, Charles.
Hi guys. To be honest, I don't have much to say on AMORIM. When I was saying that he should get out, they told me that I was too young. He needed a pre-season. We don't need Champions League. Well, life has lifed. For me, his sacking doesn't really do nothing. I'm very disappointed in the board that we have. Wilcox and them, man. Like, if anything, I've seen a pattern where they sack people too late. And all of a sudden, AMORIM has been sacked. The goddamn Usi said that he would work for free without pay. He was chatting rubbish. Man went on goddamn TV and said, I'm not going to quit. Took his money. Now he is on a stroll dapping photographers off. He's a prick.
Stop it, because you know you do the same. You ain't walking for less than you ain't walking for money.
I'm not going to go on live TV and say I will work without pay. I would never do that. I'm not shutting it. Nah, I would never come online and say, yo, I'm going to work without pay. And then walk and get paid. That is mad. I don't. Brother, he said he would walk. He said he would walk. That man said take the walk, and he came out to say, I will not quit. It is not by peradventure that he said. He said he would though. He said he would though. If I came out and said I would, then I would walk. But guess what? I would never come out and say that.
I got a question.
What's the question? What's the question?
The girl is on vacation. What the fuck is going on with your hair for the last 4 weeks?
I don't feel like cutting it. Like, honestly, it's so much stress. Like, I guess I have very dense hair. So when it starts to pull in, I have like a headache for like 3 days afterwards. And it's like, yeah, the new year just started. I'm not trying to carry a headache right now. But, eventually it is going to get done. It's just...
Please.
I was just thinking when you and JJ and I think or someone else had the afro, you actually looked good. But now Jay's done his hair because obviously babes and that, and then now you're
them man left me. Yeah, that
To
man
be
left
fair,
me.
Charles, you could just follow Abs, Hulkin, Uncle Jim,
Oh,
and
no,
KG's route if you want.
No, that's not my
Hey,
own
listen.
route. Like, I'm not that.
Look,
Nah,
There's no
I'm
hair
a
here, you
field.
know. There's no hair even
Nah,
further
bro.
up. Slow, man. Land.
No,
Come.
that's not
They
the
don't
route.
involve me.
That is not the. Who said United Strand? No, that's not the route, bro. I like my
No,
hair.
that's the route, man. Come.
Your time is
Nah,
coming.
Enjoy it. Don't worry. Your
nah.
time
I
will come,
understand.
Time is
bro.
coming.
No,
Exactly,
I
your
understand
time
that my
is coming,
time
man.
Nah,
will
that
come.
comment,
But right now,
that last comment
nah.
is diabolical. Oh my god.
Who is
Oh.
Precious's mom now? What is going on, bro?
Who's Precious, man?
Like, I don't
Who's
know.
Precious?
I don't know.
From the
I don't know,
movie,
bro. I don't know,
the
but
movie
I feel like
Precious.
Monique.
I don't even know who that is, but I feel like I have been disrespected. So I'll just let it go. Just let it go. You know, I don't know what to say.
You've still got 2 minutes, Charles. I want to let you
Nah,
talk more.
go
Yeah.
ahead, Charles. Go ahead. You know I'm just fucking with you. You know.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say on Amorim. Like you guys know why I am here. I'm here to represent the Tona. So with all this Amorim,
Oh,
them man have
hey,
done their one. What?
hey, Charles,
What?
don't let us fall out.
What?
Don't
Hey,
let us fall out, you know.
hey,
Hey.
when we needed him the most. Exactly.
He played
Exactly.
well
Let me just wear this, my glasses. When we needed him the most.
Played well
When
on
we needed
Sunday,
him to
but wait till
rise.
half an hour, I'll get you that title.
Don't,
Oh,
brother,
my God.
I don't care, bro.
We
I don't
might
care.
have space to do this segment on the game.
We have to
right?
do it.
But-
We
but
have to
Charles,
do it.
Nah, not right now.
Charles,
man.
you think you're going to avoid talking about Wolves as well? If you
No,
think
I'm
you're
gonna talk
avoiding
about
that,
Wolves. I'm there, bro. Because I need you
I
guys
hope
to
you
let me
are.
know
I
who
hope
was
you are.
scoring. Who was scoring for us,
He's
bro?
the
It's
assist
not
master. That's
Zertona.
why. But anyway,
Yeah, right. He's a baller. But yeah, Amorim is gone. Fletcher is in. To be honest, if I was Fletcher, now is the time for heavy nepotism, bro. You know, you have one game, just put your kids in. It doesn't matter. Just let the
What do you
Fletcher
mean
boys
it doesn't
play.
matter?
Fletcher gonna
Like,
be moving like LeBron.
bro,
Wait, sorry, pause. What do you
it
mean it doesn't matter?
bro.
So if they're not,
Like,
maybe they're not good enough for the team. You're telling him put him anyway.
The reason I say it doesn't matter is because this is another written off season, bro. Any manager coming, if he doesn't do well, it is.
Nah.
Last season shouldn't have been written off.
Yeah, last season shouldn't have been, but this
So
season
why
will
we
be.
writing
We're
off
not
this season?
because we're not getting a full-time manager. The guy that is going to come, he's not going to be a top-class manager. We might be stuck with Fletcher or Denmark. I'm just saying, like, do I want it to be written off? No. That's why I wanted this brother gone in the summer.
Chelsea got to the Champions League final with a caretaker manager and against us. They won the Champions League a few years later with a caretaker manager. Other teams, you can do it with a part-time manager. There's no way I'm accepting. My expectation for this season, and I've said it, is Champions League top 5.
No, but like, okay, so say the caretaker manager comes in, and then we don't get top 4. What happens then? Nothing. Like nothing happens. He's a caretaker manager
Right now.
Like,
I'm just saying, like, to understand this.
Sorry, hold on. Yeah, I'll say what I'm saying.
You're happy with the manager being sacked, but it's January. You're 3 points away from top 4, but now you want to write off the season.
I didn't say I was happy. I said I am indifferent because it took so long. We are what 20 games in. Like, honestly, if a caretaker manager comes in, like I said, it is what expectations do I have of him? He is here for 6 months. He is just here to steady the ship. If he gets Champions League, whoop-de-doo. If he doesn't, there's nothing we are going to do apart from look to the summer and wait for a new manager. As of right now, the expectations of the season are just up in the air, and it's based on whoever you can get on this short-term 6-month contract.
This is crazy.
You know,
it is what it is. This is crazy, Charles,
Charles,
because you were one of the people that said he had to get top 4 with this squad that I didn't particularly like, and now all of a sudden, no matter who comes in, It does. You don't have to get top 4 with the same squad that you rated.
I'm looking at the people around, and I'm hearing Fletcher and Ollie, bro. Like, I don't really have any expectations with Fletcher and Ollie. I feel like regardless of what happens, people are just going to say, well, that was the caretaker manager. It is what it is.
Sorry,
Nothing
that's the
happens.
same. Hang on,
Life
sorry,
just
sorry,
goes
wait,
on.
wait. That's the same Ollie that when he was caretaker manager won 12 in a row, right?
Where did he finish?
And as caretaker, he gave
But
us.
where did he finish though?
But he wasn't caretaker at that point.
He was, but when he was
caretaker, and
but
he finished.
He finished third.
He finished third.
As the caretaker.
Yeah, he finished third, and then he finished second, and then he finished second. What are you doing, man?
No, in his first, when he came in, he finished 5th. No.
No, yeah.
That's what
I'm saying.
Once that PSG game happened, he got the contract, and then it went to shit after that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what happened.
like as
And
a caretaker, he went sixth in his first season. Man, he's telling me
he still got European football.
But by the way, he still got European football. Yes,
it was a tougher
Yeah.
league.
So like, I'm on the same boat as Charles, but I think I'm writing a season off only because these pricks ain't going to sign anyone this month. They're not going to sign anyone.
You two are not mentally strong enough to write off this season.
After
After what happened last
writing
season,
off a season, and we're
If they were going to buy someone, a player, then I'd say we got a chance.
You two specifically
if they
got
were
stuff like
bringing
yourself.
in,
After last
if
season,
they were bringing in an actual permanent manager, I would be saying no. He has to do this. He has to do that. But as far as they've told us, it is a caretaker. It can be anyone. It can be Fletcher to the end of the season, bro. It can be Ollie to the end of the season. We're not like it doesn't. It's much of a muchness, bro. I don't have much expectations, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't have much. Like Ollie can come in and we finish 6th. Whoop the bloody do. Like I don't know.
So what's the difference? Sorry. Just last question, Uncle Vic, and then you can talk, right? Because I'm gonna have to take a moment. So what's the difference of a caretaker or a manager coming in November or early January? What's the actual difference? Because you didn't speak like this when Ruben took the job.
Yeah, because when Ruben came in, he had 44 games at the end of the season, and he was the permanent manager. This guy is a caretaker that's here for 6 months, bro. And it could be anyone. Like, again, Fletcher to the end of the season. What expectations do we have of Fletcher, bro?
No, Fletcher's it's been reported now that
saying?
Fletcher's only meant to be there for 2 games. But
yes.
Okay,
sorry,
then who will now
be
be the next person? Like, why not?
That's what everyone's concerned about.
There's a reason why we are concerned, no? Because if it is dead, the season is dead. Like, what are we doing here?
All right. Sorry. I've been waiting a long time. Listen, we are not. I would understand what you're talking about if we were like mid-table. I would understand that. We're 6th. We're not that far away from top 4.
3 points off 14th.
We were 14th when Amorim took over, and everyone's expected him to get top 4. So I'm confused right now.
Like, I'm genuinely not understanding because we are not that far away, and everyone is kind of in the same boat in terms of people that actually competing for Europe, except Arsenal. And they're not even running away with the league, if I'm being honest. Wasn't it the other day that City were mad close to them?
They're still
City are just 6 points. Like
the gap's still only 6 points.
Third to first are on a different thing, bro.
1 minute. I would understand the pessimism if we were in a worse position than we've been last season, for example. It's not that terrible. Darren Fletcher, I've heard from morning that it's going to be maybe a couple of games. If that. It might even be 1 if they get the correct caretaker.
Yeah, it was meant to be 1. They said it may be 2, but it's 1 or 2. Max.
I've heard that from.
Are you able to run a poll abs or yo-yo?
Bro,
no,
I don't underestimating what
maybe
a manager can do, bro. I remember, I was in that boat when Eric was just saying it can't get worse. Brother, you guys don't understand. It can. It really can. I was preaching, I was screaming. Anybody can do better. When I saw Amorim, brother, the Monclisi blinded me. Now look, we get a dead interim.
Charles, you've been on this channel, on this program,
bro,
saying that we can get a better manager. And now we have the time to get it. You're saying, no, I'm writing off.
And you're saying, no, I don't. I'm lost.
No, so now your standards are changing.
We're getting a caretaker, not a better management. We are getting somebody that will just hold the ship. Like I said, people like Fletcher and
But you said Ruben was bad, and most managers are better than him. So what's going on?
When did I say most managers were better than him? I said under Eric. I said
get a better manager than him. You literally said it a month ago.
Yeah. We can get better. We can get better on a permanent basis, brother. Right now, we are getting man that is just free. We're not looking for better. We're looking for man to just steady ship. We can get anyone. It's open to anyone.
I don't want to go this any longer.
What are we doing here?
I'm sorry, guys. I have to admit, I am back.
What are we doing here, bro?
Before we finish, does anyone remember when Chelsea sacked a manager and they got Goose Hiddink?
That's what I said. Did he win the FA Cup? Yep.
There you
he
go.
didn't win the FA Cup, innit?
Right.
Yeah.
Mateo as caretaker.
And he finished, and he finished 8th also that same season.
Di
Or where
Matteo
did he
won the
finish?
Champions League.
But
He
they won
didn't,
Champions
yeah,
League.
he didn't finish like very
Did
like
you just
see.
ignore the Di Matteo one?
No, I didn't. No,
Brought
see,
to the Champions League final.
I'm not saying it can't happen. Like I'm not saying it can't happen.
But
I'm
you're
just
not
saying
it can't
if
happen,
we're
but you're
being,
absolutely siding on the fact that it's not going to happen.
I'm just. You can call me pessimistic then. Just call me pessimistic. Yes, just call it pessimism. You guys are optimistic. I am pessimistic. We will see how the dice rolls. But personally, with the owners that we have,
It's like signing a player. It's like signing a player. Everyone
Run
wanted
it,
to say,
bro.
I don't like it because he's just going to get injured.
Nah. Wait, hold
Where
on.
do you guys think?
But you know what? Let's move on. Jake, we have a
Agree
question.
to disagree,
No,
bro.
I mean, I was hoping to get a word in.
Yeah, go ahead. Before I move on, go ahead.
End of the season and stuff like that. All right. By the time the permanent manager comes in, whatever that is, where do we think we're gonna be at by the time we are playing Fulham at home in February 2nd? Because based on our performance right now, we're gonna be in the middle of the table, like somewhere around 10th or so. What do we think of that? Because we're at 6 right now, but with the point differences with the teams around each other, where are we by the time we finish playing City and we finish?
I'm going to answer that before we move on. Right, my target from the beginning of the year was top 8. Yeah, that's what I said, and then I said if you can go further and get European football, that'll be great. I adjusted that in December to say nope, I want Europa or top 4 because I said the way the league is going and all the rest of it, it is possible. So I adjusted that. I said I want more. I'm willing to go back down a little bit for. Actually, I'm not really, but let's just say I will be acceptable to go back to top 8, no matter who takes a job. Okay. Except if it's Neville, Scholes, and Nicky Butt, I want top 4.
So you have
if it's them 3, I want top 4.
Abs is just on an agenda. Charles, don't fall for that. Abs is just
I'm just saying. Isn't finishing 8 a written off season? Like I'm so confused. Isn't finishing 8?
I'm not writing it off.
That is written off. No, that's a written off season. No.
If I didn't write it off to a manager that you guys keep telling me you had less than 40% win percentage, I'm not writing it off for a caretaker.
Go ahead.
You just said you're open to finishing 8.
Hold on. Go ahead, Wad.
But Charles, finishing 8th is dependent on your expectation. For Abs at the start of the season, 8th is his achievement. For you, Pav and I, it's a failure and that's a write-off. So finishing 8th is depending on what your expectation was at the start of the season,
which I adjusted in December, by the way. I want European places.
When I say the season is written off because we finished 8th, but for some people it is not a write-off. That is very, very strange. Like honestly, I don't know.
It all depends, like to Waj's point, it all depends on what your
I
expectations
get it, but it's like if we just look at it, Man United 8th after finishing 15th, that's a dire look, bro.
I've seen that most of us wanted European football.
I don't know if that's a dire look.
Charles's view on written off and mine are different. Mine's just a base of these bricks ain't going to buy anyone now to help us. to try and
They
get
weren't
Champions
gonna
League.
buy
So.
anyone regardless.
They were never
Tom.
gonna buy. Yeah, like
They were literally talking Semenyo.
They went for
Can you
Semenyo.
pull up that? Can you pull up that comment?
market
I think
opportunity, Semenyo,
someone talking about
bro. They don't
Semenyo.
have money for just spending. They have money for
Abs,
market
Oh, I
opportunities.
don't know how far back it is.
You put it up about 5 minutes ago,
Oh,
and someone was saying
Listen.
about basically if you can't find it, it's someone saying, how is no one really getting the point that we apparently had 65 million for Semenyo, but now we ain't got it all of a sudden.
Yep.
We never had
that's
the
a
money in the
that's a
first
market.
place.
Yeah.
We never had the money. Like, I don't understand how people can look at paper talk and immediately think, yeah, that's it. There you go, 40 well. We never had that money.
You didn't.
We
Oh,
never
we
had
didn't
that.
have that
like,
money. So what
Bro,
did we bid for?
were going to do pay small stuff and offer them like 67 million.
They
Like,
weren't going to
we
pay
don't
out the
have this.
buyout clause. They weren't going to pay it in full.
Yeah.
They would have bid a little bit over the top and paid it in installments.
We do.
Yeah,
Whatever
exactly.
happened, they
We
went
do
after
have.
the
We do
player.
have. We do have that money.
Yeah, but we have it, but we don't have it. If you like,
We have that money based on the new PSR rules that are coming in for next season. Yeah, but that's a whole different topic. That's a whole different topic. And I'm not getting into. It's way too complicated.
All right,
Please
guys.
please
As I
stop.
said, I know
Can't
some
stop
people
it.
may have missed it. We're gonna just talk about Ineos for a moment. Waj is going to be center. He's gonna talk about it. Charles, this is gonna be hard for you. We are not going to interrupt him.
can I just say one thing before
Oh,
everything
God.
starts? Yeah, just to
Just
get it
go
out
in front, man,
of my system. Yeah, you see, Omar Barada, Wilcox, and them, man. I swear to God, bro, I need their jobs.
Charles, we
That's
have a
all I have
section
to
for
say.
that. We have a section for that. It's coming up.
Man just decided to just start the thing. Oh, he's annoying, man. Anyway, let's talk Ineos. Wajid, do you want me to put you full screen?
No, it's okay like this. Thanks. I really don't want to. If anyone does have any questions whilst I'm speaking, you can ask. I'll try and answer them as quick as possible. So essentially, I have done a little bit of research on Ineos's history. I'm not gonna really talk about the sailing or the cycling because let's be honest, no one gives a shit about the sailing or cycling. If you are interested in that, it's available online. But all you need to know specifically about the sailing is they had a long-term agreement, and in 2025 they pulled their boats out because they couldn't afford it for the America's Cup, and the cycling. Sir David Brailsford has allegedly, and I'm going to say allegedly because I ain't getting sued. Allegedly has very strong ties to blood doping, which is why Ineos Cycling has the success they had. We do the doping, right? So,
Jim, you can't ask any question yet. Not yet.
No, you can ask if you like.
No, sorry. I was doing the tribal chief one. I wasn't. We do the doping.
We do. I was always in it. So as some of you may or may not be aware, Ineos's first sort of dabble into football was when they bought the Swiss club Lausanne in November 2017.
I'm glad you know how to pronounce it because I was struggling earlier.
And I put into Google and listened to it so I could pronounce it properly. Right. The fee for them was not disclosed. Their history since their ownership, they've been relegated twice. They've.
What happened, AJ?
Hold on. So during the Ineos ownership, they've been relegated twice. The highest they finished is fifth. The highest they finished is fifth. They're currently dealing with a bit of stability. Their ownership structure has changed, so they are still under the Ineos structure. However, due to the way UEFA, I'm so sorry. Due to the way UEFA rules are in terms of one entity owning clubs, they're under the the sort of the Red Bull thing of multi clubs and stuff like that. But no one really cares about Swiss football, and they're still not doing great this season. Now let's get to Nice, which is probably our closest comparison. So they bought Nice for reportedly around 100 million euros in 2019. Now, let me just find the timeline here of
blood of Jesus
of their ownership. So in August 2019, they bought. So I apologize. I have this all in notes.
No, don't apologize. Read, just read. Keep
It's
going. Please keep going.
It's Abs can tell you, bro. This document is massive.
Oh yeah, I will send the document to anyone that wants it. It's very, very informative.
So they bought them in 2019. Had this massive promise of, data management, data-driven recruitment, elite sports method, sort of the spiel they gave us, where they were going to change everything and make everything sports analytics, because they had already been involved as sponsors in Formula One, seeing the way that Formula One is the most data-driven sport in the world, and how data-driven analysis earns you a 10th here, 2/10 here in terms of the weight of the car, aerodynamics, driver, stuff like that. And I'll get into the Formula One stuff later on. In 2019-2020, they hired Patrick Vieira. They finished 5th, but it was COVID shortened. December 2020, they sacked Vieira because there was a breakdown in the dressing room between the coach, the players, and the management structure. And they played a poor attacking football, but the fans generally agreed. In 2020-2021, they hired Adrian Yosia. They finished 9th. He was seen as a non-ambitious manager. Frustrations began. They fired him in 2021, and they hired Christophe Gaultier in 2021-2022. They finished 5th, and under Ineos, that was the best football played so far. However, in August 2021, there was massive riots during the Marseille match, where the ultras invaded the pitch because they weren't happy with the way Ineos had been running the club for the last couple of years. So there was heavy sanctions imposed on the club, but we won't get into that. In 2022-2023 season, Christophe Gaultier leaves. Lucien Favre is appointed. He was sacked halfway through the season. They then signed Didier Degaud, and they finished 9th that season. 2023-2024, they sacked Degaud. They then hired Francesco Farioli. They finished 5th, and that was considered an overachievement with the squad they had. And currently so far, I believe they're like 5th or 6th. I don't know who the manager is. I didn't research this season, so if someone could do that. But as of this season, Ineos are looking to sell Nice because it's not worth the financial trouble that is causing them. Also because of the ownership structure and things like that. Sorry, yeah, go on.
Nice are 14th.
Yes. They're on I forgot about that part. I remember that last week.
2 points in front of Paris FC.
Thank you. But yeah, as I said, Ineos are currently looking to sell Nice because of sort of ownership structures, and it's not been worth the trouble. And also, which we'll get into a bit later on in the presentation, the financial problems Ineos' sporting wing has, and Ineos itself with its £18 billion worth of debt. Now onto my beloved sport, Formula One. So Ineos took a 33% ownership at the end of December 2020. They roughly paid about £210 million for 33%. Since they took ownership, the most successful F1 team of the decade have not won a world championship since. They went through a car development. They went through a car development called the zero pod concept under the new sort of aerodynamic structure, which was led in part with Ineos. Mike Elliott became the new technical director under Ineos because they felt his old leadership under the old regulations would help in the new regulations. It didn't. And on top of that, Lewis Hamilton, as we know, left for Ferrari, and I believe they went from winning 8 straight constructors titles to winning 5 races in the last 5 years. But, yeah, whatever.
No, say that again because I don't think people really heard that. Say that
Wait,
again. Nice
man
and
said
clear.
F1
How many
the
races
movie,
have
bro.
they won in 5 years?
Bro, that's like that F1 movie,
which is
what is
also
going on?
which is also why when we hired Michael Sanson when we brought him from Mercedes.
Oh yeah, the young technical guy, right?
Yes. Which is why I was so annoyed because Michael Sanson was one of the head technical data analyst leads for the new zero concept car, which they could not get the screen, all the testing and all the performance testing and all the simulation testing that ran the data translate onto the car. And then he became a head of analysis. Anyway, whatever. Unfortunately, I don't have enough. I don't have enough time. But there's also the lawsuit between Tottenham and New Zealand Rugby, both of which have been paid out of court for undisclosed fee because Ineos couldn't afford to pay the. Sorry, excuse me.
Before you mention their actual debt as a company, before you go into that, I just want to add that 400 Nice fans I think around end of November last year, decided that because of how bad things were going, that they would go and stop the coach, the players from getting safely into the stadium. I'm not going to go any further than that. Let's just say.
I got a question before we continue.
Go right ahead.
Wait, Abs. So remember I told you guys about. Hold on, JT. Remember I told you about the Ineos Grenadier? Apparently that's them too, and that's a flop apparently too. Remember the car I showed you guys?
Yeah. All right. I mean, this is good. This is going to end up in a sort of business economics finance podcast. Please do speak to appropriate advisors for any financial information. Any information I am disclosing is my information alone, and any information provided here is not subject to any sort of investment. Please do anything at your own risk. Right.
Yeah. So just to be clear,
man had that PSC.
Hold on. I've enjoyed this so far, and Waj, wonderful job. Perhaps who is responsible for our antidepressants when it's done?
KG doesn't have the money for it. He barely knows how to pay me. So yeah, you're gonna have to do it yourself.
Out of pocket. No insurance.
Get your
do what Uncle Jim to write an invoice for the next bottle of alcohol you buy.
Get your doctor to write it.
Listen, did you not see what I said? AMORIM owes me £27. If I'm gonna get it, I promise you I'm gonna get it.
Is that all you spent on booze in 14 months with 27 quid?
And I hate to be the one that break the rule because I don't think you guys get this. Imagine your beloved person is on a table in an operating room and you find out that the doctor failed medical school, didn't graduate residency, and for some reason find their way and they are the one operating on your club right now.
Like it's mad. It's mad.
Like, hey, someone in the chat says that they're the best at being shit.
Yeah,
just to clarify, has anyone ever heard about the term the Ineos curse? This is what we're talking about.
Do you know what?
And it's more, by the way. We're only talking about 2 football clubs and Man United obviously are getting the curse now.
three football clubs: the New Zealand Rugby Union Club, the American Cup Sailing Cup, their cycling team, and the F1.
Man,
and if you want to include Tottenham sponsorship, there is that as well.
Do you know what? I'm glad Ineos are going to be the reason. Ineos are going to be the reason we're going to get sold.
18 billion or something.
Roger, I've got a question.
Don't worry, I'm getting into all that.
I got a question just because someone's raised it in the chat. So, are you saying that it's more than likely we ain't getting a new stadium out of them?
Wait. What? Can we do that conversation today?
Instead of doing this bit, I can happily do the stadium.
Yeah, let's just pivot to the stadium. Yeah, because I actually looked at this as well, and so did Wad. Yeah, we haven't bought the ground to build it on. We haven't projected.
Sorry, Sabs.
We just have projection.
Wait, hold on.
PowerPoint.
We can build a float.
So let me sort of clarify, and then Abs, anything I miss or you want to interject, then please. So the land they want to buy, the land they want to build the stadium on, is owned by Freightline in Manchester. Freightline value that land at 500 million pound. Ineos value it at 40 to 50. Now, people say obviously. Obviously in the UK here, you can have the local council and the government get involved and forced people to sell for an injunction if it's for a government funded scheme or a scheme that helps sort of like jobs and things like that, because it essentially helps the local economy. Now the problem is Ineos don't want to do that because they may need Freightline's investment further down the road to actually help build the stadium. So they don't want to piss off the people that they're buying the land from. They don't want to piss off the people that they're buying the land from in case they need them further down the line to put money into the land. Now, with all that being said, there has been a lot of plans that have been re-released without the, I don't know the best way to describe the circus tent. Yeah, the tower and the circus tent, because of the cost of the land, they may not be able to buy the entire land they need to build the stadium they want. So now they are proposing. There's potential. This is all. A lot of this is still hypothetical because the stadium's still hypothetical because we still don't own the land for the stadium. So there has been proposition to buy less land, and obviously with that, the stadium is not as unique. The stadium is smaller. All the shops around are smaller, and the whole circus tent thing, and the centerpiece, and you can see into Liverpool. That doesn't happen. So they can reduce the cost. So they can reduce the cost of the stadium. So United are basically being held at gunpoint bit of the land that they do not own, and they don't want to trigger certain things, and they don't want to pull certain levers, and they don't want to piss certain people off because they may need them for further investment down the line. And that's sort of where we are with the stadium. So my prediction is just quickly. So at this current moment, the original plans for the stadium is still what the plans for the stadium are. However, there are 3 or 4 contingency plans based on how much land we buy, how much we buy the land for, what the final cost of the land is going to be, which will then dictate what the stadium could look like.
Yeah,
thank you for my stadium
talk. When we were talking about this, after hearing it and seeing the numbers and all the rest of it, I just literally said, we're not moving from Old Trafford.
Yeah, we're not going. So just to make sure,
just patch the roof, bro. Just like get an exterminator, fam. Like I don't know.
Just real quick. Why are
you whining?
I want to make sure I'm clear.
A year ago, when they did bring out this fairy tale,
these men really wasted.
1 second, Pive. Go on, Hawking.
A year ago, when they did bring this out, it was the first thing I said, this ain't happening. Because I think they said 5 years. They said 5 years, and then also they're cutting all sorts of costs.
Sorry. Quickly. On the 5 years as well, they have to buy the land in the next 3 months, otherwise they're already behind schedule.
It's not happening. I knew it when they released it, and those quiet releases of the contingencies. I think I might have said it on one of KG's shows, and it was what the morning show. It was just kind of swept over. It's like, but people, you know what it is, right? Any message can be delivered if it comes from the right person. And the truth of the people have mentioned it before. Jim Ratcliffe has the right face. He's from a local lad. Sure.
He's got the skin to win.
And the reality is, most people, I don't think people on this stream, but most people, those 1958, those whatever, all these different top reds and all those people, those ones, they've just been fooled. They've just been defrauded. And if there was, I don't know if this Sheikh whatever is real, but if he was doing a quarter of what this guy has done, they haven't been defrauded. They saw a white guy, a white British guy own Man United, and then all the gloves come on. There's no need to go around shit. Let's just call it.
There's no need to be around the bush. I was going to say the same
thing. If a Middle Eastern guy or an African man, whatever, did a quarter or even 10% of what this guy has done, mate, only God knows what would happen. Only because
there'll be more fans rioting and protesting and walking out of the stadiums and all the rest. But you know what? As you said, the right person has said it, and we all believe. I mean, there's still a believer here. I mean, look at this guy's comment. Justin was AI. There's still a believer.
He was AI. I told you already. He's not real.
Yeah, but you know what? Sorry, we went through all this, yeah, just for me to now finally put the nail on the head. I'm sorry, JJ, if you needed antidepressants, you're gonna need it now. Let's just go through the steps of Ineos from Ten Hag to RUBEN to where we are now. Follow me on this journey, guys.
Do you want me to give the financial breakdown quickly?
Hell no, don't do that.
No, do it.
No. That's part of what I said. We're not going to go through that part. But
in terms of
guys, yeah,
just in terms of the debt quickly. So the reason
that's actually important. Sorry.
So the reason why we're looking at so many cuts is Ineos in general is in 18 billion pounds worth of debt. The actual company itself, it's not good debt, and they're looking to try and solidify the debt and try to loan themselves out of the debt. They can leverage
like somebody.
So they're trying to leverage the debt they currently have. The problem is obviously their rating in terms of what they are as a lender went down because their debt as a company so bad.
Oh yeah, in terms of their
debt, finally their sports wing in general. So this is the core Ineos finance for the capacity to fund sport in the full year of 2024. That debt went from 1.685 billion to 2.048 billion. The net, that's the debt for what they accumulated for the end of year, and the net debt was just a small 10.6 billion.
So in terms of everything you just said, people, when you go to the shops, yeah, if you could do us a favor and just keep buying Ineos products as much as you can, right? All you fans that backed him, right? See, I tried. I'll be getting a second one of these. Let's start buying Ineos products because they need it. But yeah, let's just go through Ineos choices in decision.
Is that water?
No, it's to wash my clothes, bro. I use it just for my kit.
Oh, they've got what? They got detergent. They sell detergent.
They got best stuff.
I see it all the time. I go and buy my stuff, but I always pass it because it's too expensive.
Just to be clear for people in the chat, we aren't broke because football finance and stuff works totally different, and I ain't here for that shit because it's way too complicated. And I'm not a management accountant. I'm an investment banker. Two totally different things.
Sorry.
It's because I know what'll happen. This will get clipped and all sorts of shit like this. So
I don't think I was clipping this. Anyway, you ain't said nothing wrong. But all right. So
our football debt is different. We can still purchase. But the biggest stuff like the stadium and stuff like that, that's what we're struggling with in terms of like the stadium and things like that, which is totally separate.
Oh God.
All right. So, guys, Ineos, their choices, their reviews, their best in class. Let's take on a journey. So they hired Walcox, where his name is, ex-football player. Did I think he did director of football for is it Southampton? I believe it was for a season and a half. Now I can't confirm, so people you can confirm in the chat for me. Did he get them relegated? Well, did he go? I think he went down with them, or he left before they got relegated, right? That was his only real tenure doing men's football. Everything since then has been with youth footballs, which is probably why he was touchy when Amorim called out the youth team, because that's probably his baby. That's probably his work. So has he been the best of class as a sporting director that we have him as now? Nope. Not best in class. Then we go to Barada. Barada was not the main man at Man City. He was part of a team. And yes, he was good at his part, which was more the business side, but he's never been in the position he's in now. So this is a first time for him too. Is he qualified for the role? I would say nope. So not best in class there either. Ashworth. And it's an interesting guy for me. Yeah. Because before all this noise, Ashworth said, do not get Ruben Amorim. 3-4-3 doesn't work. Got to spend a lot of money to change the system for him. Because he spoke too much and didn't agree, got sacked after we spent 6 months trying to get him. Great decision there. Then let's think about Ten Hag. We offered his position all summer to everyone, including Ruben Amorim, by the way, which we said no to because of the 3-4-3 and how much money we would have to spend. Then we gave him a new contract. Then we gave him 200 mil to spend. Then we sack him on October. Then we go and find Ruben, who we said no to in the summer, and said, no, you have to come. It's now or never. He comes. First two players that we buy for him, Dogu and Heaven. Yes, he did badly. By the way, this is not defense of Amorim. He was shit. It's not defense for Amorim. Yeah. Then we ended the season when he finished 15th and doesn't win the Euros. They decide not to sack him then, which, by the way, everyone would have agreed with, because 15th, no Euros, no Champions League, would have been understandable. Then we give him 200 million. And now, January, because he said you need to do your job, because that's basically what he said in the interview. It wasn't even that bad. They've sacked him. And now risk this whole season. This is the journey that Ineos has taken us through with our footballing decisions. Guys, JJ, I'm going to go to you first. Is this an example of best in class?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't too sure. I'm sorry, man.
He was there when he got relegated. Thank you, because I couldn't.
We like, and I hate using curse word, man. We've been bamboozled. We've been deceived, and I don't think anyone can go after what Waj said. Like, these guys have not been great at anything they touched. Like, let's be honest, when it comes to sports, how was the presentation when they were trying to, buy United? Was it just like they have enough money? Let's bring them in. Because if it is on achievements, if it's on qualifications, they're not supposed to be here. That's the honest truth. And it seems like we realized.
I mean, that one can be answered. Ineos were the only owners that were the only people purchasing
of the pure race.
And they're the only ones that offered partial ownership. Everyone else wonderful. Everyone else wonderful.
Yeah, Glazers didn't want us. They didn't want us. So
Ineos offered the partial ownership.
But what I'm saying is, if we look at it based on the metric of, okay, you're coming, they have been like some of the things that we wanted them to do. It seems like we without the monies, without the titles, we get to see things before they do. And I don't know how they continue to be in this position. And it's sad, man. It's sad, and I don't see anything changing. We don't have best in class. I don't trust them. Like, if I'm Sir James, since he's the big boss, right? He's the one that owns Ineos, that have this 33% share and stuff like that. I'm firing the CEO. He needs to.
Oh, let me tell you something, because obviously the news has now come out now. Apparently, Jim has no idea about football, and he puts people in power that he believes can run it. He doesn't actually know.
Yeah.
He doesn't really know how to run a football team and all the rest of that stuff.
So let's put it this way. So, and in the chronological order of the things that you said, Abs, right? If this was an Olympics 100-meter sprint, they've had how many false starts in their hiring, in their decisions? False starts after, like, nothing that they've done oozes professionalism. Nothing that they've done can make any United fan to be like, you know what? I actually have confidence in what they're doing. And please, if you said that their transfer have been better, okay, buying from the Premier League, going for the likes of Mbumo or this, okay, that's no big deal. All right, any blind person should be able to see that. The one thing that they've probably done for us is send away Onana, which was the problem that they made. If I recollect, I might be a little bit off on that. Oh, that was the Glazers, right? Okay, so they helped us to get. Was it not them?
No,
okay. So it wasn't them. Thank you for that, Waj. Right. So they got rid of Onana. They gave us Lamens, which is showing to be that's a good talent ID so far. Okay, and they gave us Evan. That's about it. Every other thing is something that is obvious. And hey, I'm tired. I'm sad.
Can I go back to Abs' comment? You said, yeah, that's come out that Ratcliffe doesn't know how to run a football club. Was that a joke or was that a real thing?
No, so it was a report. It came up on Twitter.
Because why the fuck was he doing an interview, with fucking Gary Neville talking about everything Man United running the football club and why they're having to make decisions?
Because he's got lyrics.
For what reason? That should have been Barada.
Do you know what's so funny about it, Pabs, right? I watched those, and even I thought, okay, he has an idea, right? But then there were some things he was saying, I was thinking, oh, that don't make sense. There was a lot of things that you questioned as he was talking. So when I saw this piece come on Twitter saying that, oh, he actually doesn't really know, I kind of went there and said, well, that explains the other two clubs then, doesn't it? Because you've bought them, you've then put people that you trust in power, and then you've left them to do their own thing. Also, that also kind of explains the way he was going at both of them in the Wolves game at half-time. Because he's probably just sitting there going, what exactly have I paid for? What am I paying for? Yeah, and it's also why I want Jason Wilcox's head next, or Baradas. I want one of them to go too, because they're failures.
Who put all these idiots in place? There was that, what's his name? Was it the guy who was at Juve? Nah, the guy who was at Juve put Barada and all these lot in charge.
No, it's David Brailsford.
What's that guy's name? Was it Blanc as well?
No.
I think it was Brailsford, but
it was David Brailsford.
So Dave Brailsford.
And further to that, Glazers still maintain control as well. People forget that. They are consulted on major decisions. People don't realize that. It's all a mess.
I mean, they're still going to have control. Yeah, they're still going to have some level of control anyway. That should be clear, but what the Glazers have done perfectly,
people believe,
right, is they've taken themselves out of this. What the Glazers have done perfectly is taking themselves out of this.
Yep.
Yeah, they have. But this is where I still believe the thing is still my belief. But it's where I believe that the thing is that all of this is going to come to a head where there is no alternative but to sell. Because, of course, Wad, you're here anyway. But this is only maintainable or tenable for a certain period.
This
can't be.
Ben Jacobs did say that UAE consortium's still there. They're just trying to get people on board.
We were at that part. We were there, and Jim Ratcliffe bailed them out. That's why some of us were so angry when
I
he
don't know why
did
you
that
guys
deal,
continue to
'cause we
say
needed that full
UAE.
sell.
These men are not selling the club, bro. They're not selling the club.
They're not
were
selling the
at a
club for the
point,
money
man.
that people are willing to pay. They want 10 billion. They want
They're
10 billion pounds.
Yeah,
for
but
United.
Abs, why do you think they're calling that kind of money? Why do you
They
think
were
they're
at a
calling
point,
that
though.
kind of money? I
Really,
live
they were
I live around these
They
dudes, bro. I live around them.
In Ghana,
to be fair,
I see
Riri,
them every day.
some people spend more money on other. There's like things that get sold for way more. So like Man United with the size of the fan base they got, ain't surprising if they did sell for 10 bill.
Yeah, but then remember, they want the 10 bill, and then you're still buying a club with another billion or billion and a half.
They know exactly. They know exactly.
So that
what
whoever's
you're not.
correct me if I'm wrong, Raj, whoever's buying is basically putting up 11.5 billion.
Essentially,
Dollars,
So
obviously.
make sure they're buying them out and then some.
So they value the club at 10 billion, even though the latest Forbes sports list that came out value United at 6.5. We're the second highest football club behind Real Madrid. Dollars.
Yeah, I was gonna say that as well.
Dollars.
Yeah.
Before Ratcliffe came in, Glazers were at a point where they couldn't afford to continue. They would have been forced to sell.
No, you're right. Sir Jim bailed them out.
But all that being said, he also did offer more value pound per share than any of the full purchase did. So whilst he did give him a way out with partial purchase, no one matched it. No one matched his offer either. They're like, let's call a spade as well.
Yeah, but no one wanted to pay more than 5 billion for the club.
Yeah, and I think I think by the time you took all their value into purchase, it worked out about 5.7. But don't hold me to because I can't remember.
Yeah, it was around that.
Yeah, so even this,
I mean, this obviously the stupid thing is, none of this, their whole 18 months is totally over. So as of now, the Glazers can sell to whoever the hell they want, and Ineos have no first right anymore, do they? So,
because they still got the most A shares or whatever.
No, it's not. It's not that. There was that 18-month agreement that for 18 months, if anyone bought within those 18 months, that Ineos had first refusal. Yeah. Now that shit's gone. So the Glazers got money and they're open to sell to whoever they want all over again.
All right, guys. Let me quickly run through some of these super chats because they're piling up. GS doesn't scare me. Ruben's only 2% better in win percentage. I think that was meant to be Gary Neville, but maybe.
I think it's all gonna social.
Oh no, I don't know.
Unless you mean Gareth Southgate.
Oh, God, maybe. Yeah. That Uncle Jim.
Bring him.
Reform. I hear you. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Bring him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Can we talk about Potato Head Barada? No, we just talked about Ineos altogether instead. That covers him too. Yeah, that covered him too. Will United beat City with a new manager bounce? Only God knows.
If it is only possible.
They're going all the way to City. We have Burnley and Brighton, and you thinking about City.
We'll be all right.
He just wants a favor. I don't know why you rely on us for a favor.
Yo, this fan base is hilarious, bro. Like,
he's Arsenal. He's an Arsenal.
This is an Arsenal man talking. And
he needs a favor.
That is more money, bro.
Danny Ray left.
Riri, that's the guy who vomited the cinnamon.
Oh Lord.
Mo?
That was Mo?
Is there any way?
That was Mo. Yeah.
Mo, go sit in a corner somewhere.
And then we face Arsenal after City too. It's gonna be crazy, bro.
Oh man, do you know what? After all that information, I don't even want to go through this. But hey, why do you still got energy for this last bit?
Sure, why not?
Fantastic. All right, guys. You know, we all know about the PSR ruling and stuff. I don't know if you guys
wait, hold on. That shit's way too complicated for now. I can't. In the time we have,
I told you. That's what I said.
I forgot, but I totally forgot about it. In the time we have left, I don't There's not enough time to go into detail about the new.
Depression, bro. Like, let's
It's not. No,
anyway,
it's not. It's not.
give you bullet points. I'll give
It's
you
not
bullet
depression.
points.
It's not depression. It actually helps. The new rules actually help us.
It means we have money.
PSR versus SCR.
Is that for
no,
summer,
team.
Waj, or is that for summer? Or is that for now?
I believe it's starting in the summer.
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 So
right?
we all know what PSR is and how much is damaging all the clubs and overall. But the new one, apparently, it's going to be squad cost ratio. Right? Right, I'm going to do this in bullet points. Please let me know if I've got this wrong. It would be, we can spend up to 85% of the value of our squad, but then also that could be adjusted by our revenues, which puts Man United in a fucking fantastic position. Because even last year, with everything that went wrong, we made 650 in revenue.
600, yep.
Yeah. I have seen somewhere, but unfortunately, it's not confirmed. But I have seen that we're probably going to make something similar this year as well. So we can spend up to 85%.
So this season is 85% or 80%, and what they're going to do is they're eventually going to lower it so it matches UEFA standards, which will be 70%.
That's a lot of money, guys. Not that we have the money to spend, but we can at least spend that much if we can borrow it from somewhere. So that was basically that point. Yeah, more debt.
Which is why, tinfoil hat. Which it's also why I don't think we're buying anyone in January. Because
I think all our expenditure will come in the summer.
In the summer.
With that, we'll make
New
it
manager.
If we can get that Champions League boost. Ooh.
You just wrote off the TV. You talking about Champions League boost?
I said if.
This guy.
I can't say if. Like, I can't dream no more, fam. I didn't say we will. I said
you
if.
didn't want to dream a second ago. Now you want to dream.
You asked my take. My take is pessimism.
You heard money, and all of a sudden you started dreaming again.
Oh, damn. I can still dream. Jesus Christ. Jesus.
All right.
Christ.
Yeah, that was an informative show. It wasn't all noise because Amorim got sacked. I think, to be honest,
Nobody
of us
cares.
inside, even me, deep down knew that was going to
True.
happen.
Like vibes on the stands, bro. This is different. Just bare King Jong-un's just all up in here, bro. Trying to oppress a nigga, bro.
Oppress you? You talk more than
bro.
anyone else.
All right, Charles, bring the body back.
Just
bring the body back, man.
I saw I heard the N-word, so I'm going to have to give him a little sin bin for that. We don't do that over here. And as for vibes, one day you'll be brave enough to come onto one of my shows, and then you'll be sin bin the whole time you're here, because that, show my power. What I'm going to say is, everyone, thank you very much.
What happened to me? What did I do?
Oh my days!
Like you see what I'm saying? I don't even know what I did. I was just dropped.
Jim,
like
he's like that little brother that you want to just hang upside down outside the window, like legit.
You know what? He's just too big for that now, isn't it? But I can imagine him as a smaller brother. I would have been hitting him all the time.
You'll still get.
I don't even know what I did. Just got moved.
Charles, give it. Throw sock at it, man. Anyway, what I want, guys, now, is your last thoughts on United this season.
I'll tell you, bro.
God knows what else. Yeah. Why always me?
I swear, doctor has it out for me for no reason. I swear the doctor has it out for me because
I have no idea why he's doing personal conversations, bro. I'm trying to end the show. Trying to end the show, bro. What's going on here? He's doing about him and Doctor. Bro, listen, don't get bots mad, bro.
He's still talking. He's muted.
I know. He won't stop. That's what I said. Anyway, everyone else, can we get some last points here before we lock this up? Are you still going? Still going. Before we lock it off. So I'm going to start with Pav.
Wait, read the supers quickly before.
I thought I did all of them.
I think we've got another one.
Oh, yo, thanks, bro. Uncle Jim, send us the plug to Kennedy's mansion.
Hey, listen, man. You gave me the keys to the kingdom. I can't speak on anything else. I'm sorry.
There you go. See that? It's business, bro. You have to be quiet.
That's it.
Vibes tried to join. Abba said no terrorists allowed.
Oh, so now personal conversations are just calm. It's all right.
No, these are the comments. These are the comments from our viewers. These are the comments from our viewers. Thanks for having me.
No, crack on, mate. No, I got cheese.
Research Charles. All right, Pav, give us some last views on this whole mess, man.
I've said what I wanted to say about the manager. I've got nothing left to say, and hopefully I ain't got to talk about him anymore. But bring everyone in: Darren Fletcher, Ollie, class of '92. Maybe we can collect some bones from the Busby era. Bring them along. Yeah, whatever helps his team.
Officially, no more Amorim backgrounds. I'm putting a brick now because I don't know what else to put in case.
Put Zertona on the background. It'll bang different.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be it. Pav, thank you very much. Hawking.
I'm going to end on a light note, guys. Drink it in, right? Thriller. Off the Wall. Songs in the Key of Life. Purple Rain. Inner Visions. What's Going On? Street Songs. Illmatic. Rhythm Nation. That's the Way of the World. Big up.
Is this some fake philosophy shit?
I swear, like something.
Like, you named some cold albums. I was like, all right.
I'm just about to say,
I was just saying albums.
My catalog is
But you know what? The thing is, they were great albums, though.
They're amazing albums. I
Oh,
was like,
those
yeah.
are amazing albums.
Yeah. And then I was like, yeah, that's the way it was. Like, what?
He's just okay. I mean,
oh yeah, sorry, Charles is too young to know these albums, isn't it?
like I'm just listening. I'm just like, that's okay. Nah, I'm alive 52. Just 52 going young. I don't know why people thought I was an old geezer, for Christ's sake, but it's calm. It's calm.
The voice shocked me.
My
as
voice,
man. You're cantankerous, bro, like an old man. That's why you're just moaning about everything.
Bro. You see,
you're about to do it right now. Look,
you want to talk a lot. So,
I'm about to.
What's your last thoughts, bro?
You see, you man, you're like, I'm not even gonna do it. There's a player that we have that hasn't been getting enough recognition. He has been there for us when we were at our lowest. Crystal Palace, Wolves. Most recently, what game did we play when he?
Just for a moment.
What are we doing?
Is this really what you want to end on?
What are we doing?
Just give him his final words. Give him his final words.
Yeah, sorry, go on. Sorry, my bad. It's my fault.
We played Leeds, and that man said that he couldn't hack it. The hostility, the rubbish. Man came in, instant impact. His name is Zerdinho. His name is Zertona. Some may call him Zerbatov. I have even heard Zerkan.
Bruv, fuck off, man. And yes, I read that comment and I was itching to freaking sin bin him. But that's a good end. He got to Zerkamp. I'm nice in it. I gave him Zerkamp at least. Yeah.
You got the Arsenal fans with that one.
Yeah. There you go. It's done. Charles, see you later, man. I know you're looking, thinking I'm gonna bring you back in. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Uncle Jim. Last word.
Right. It's crazy. Hearing that our partial owners are fantastic failures in multiple fields. Anyway, fantastic failures in multiple fields. Like, my mum would have cussed me if I came back home from school with multiple terrible grades, but these lot, for some reason, can make billions. All right, it's gonna be a long few seasons, boy. Anyway, Semenyo, innit? 65 million, Semenyo soon come. I'm gonna go
Yeah?
there.
You
Yeah,
still
man. soon
believe
come.
in that?
You know what? I'll believe anything now. I'll just believe whatever. I'll believe anything. You know what? You know what? We're signing. What's his name? Snyder. We're signing next week.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're signing next
Oh
week.
my
Next week.
god.
I don't care. I'm believing everything now. We're signing next
I ain't
week.
gonna lie, man. I've got a newfound self-belief in my coaching. Yeah. I'm saying road to Manchester,
Run it.
Man United, backroom staff, so I can work personally with Paul Scholes, Gary Neville, Fletcher, and them man, and get the real
Listen,
DNA.
if Matisse can manage Chelsea, you can do anything, bro. Trust
That's
me.
right. That's right, Uncle Jim.
And
That's
with that,
fantastic words.
I'm out.
Blessings. All right. Waj, first things first, thank you for the information you gathered today on short notice as well. Right, fantastic work. And obviously, I think people appreciate it because at least 100 viewers were here still watching. Right, whilst only one person was moaning, making it sound like it was a university lecture. But sometimes you need to learn these things, people. So you don't talk shit on the Monday shows, on the morning shows, to people like us that have a better idea. I hope you took notes. But Waj, thank you very much for that. And what's your last words?
I may have made it like it's all doom and gloom, but curses are there to be broken. And at one point, sometime, somewhere, this curse can be broken. And a new video dropping on my channel next week. So please like, subscribe, all that.
Yes.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Riri. Final words.
Final words. Final words. Final words.
I walk so what you could run.
I am just okay. I am happy this has happened because now I can not hear this conversation ever again. I was getting tired of it, to be fair. Also, this is our first show for the new year, so happy new year to our viewers. Thank you for passing through. Thank you for hitting that like button. This is the show that you will, like to Ab's point, you will get serious discussion and not a bunch of waffling. You will also get some jokes here and there. So please continue to support this show on a Monday. We move, ain't it? We support this club. We've been supporting this club for how many years? I think we've seen everything at this point. And after that presentation from Waj, colonialism is alive, people. Be very, very aware. It's coming back. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. Have a good one. Guys, it's been a pleasure. It's quite good, actually. I was glad to get off my chest about all the Ineos hate that I've always known was there, but never actually could articulate properly. So again, thank you to Waj for that, because this is what we're meant to be doing on this side of the channel. A little bit more serious. Oh. Vibes. Thank you very much, sir. Don't worry. I'll keep telling KG about this. We do the move-ins. And yeah, man, as we said, Happy New Year to everyone that was here watching, or observing. Like Wap said, not the best way to start the new year, with more nonsense and stories from Ineos, Man United, and all the rest. But this is it. This is it. Let's all make sure we're supportive to whoever's the interim or whoever's managing us to the end of the season. I'm not writing off our European dream. I think that has to go on. Again, guys, do you know what? A wicked amount of likes today. A wicked amount of likes, viewers. Let's keep that up. Because KG's a crackhead and Abbas can steer the shit back. I'm trying, man. Me and Yo-Yo are trying, man. Well, people, like on your way out. Thank you very much. Subscribe, comment. We'll probably see you tomorrow with some mad stories and comments and all the rest. And also check out my live as well, End-to-End Football Podcast. I probably will be doing a show tomorrow after KG's one. So please join me for that as well. Anyway, guys, good night. Later.
Drop a bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Ooh, look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. None can compare with the KG done. Better take it when he drops that. Going on reckless, just it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Who are you on? Your club! I said drop a bomb, Dad.